Be Ken Pepe on the tone. Everybody else when I call your name. Richard, Willie, Scott, Brian, Steve, Harry, Eddie. 2 more races to go, race 23 and race 24. I would bet you probably should be through tech if you're 23 and going to tech if you're 24 like Wayne Gerber is. Gerber on the game over there. I got everybody a couple laps to get in here as things change up. Our old favorite bubble up, top of the board, Richard Devroeg.
4 minutes
23,
left.
5-11, up 7 spots to 13th on the grid. Ken Pepe trying to jump up 3 spots to 16th. Steve up 8 spots to 17th. Brian up 5 spots to 18th. Still early in the run. Richard still top of the board, 10 for 10th. Trying to make the A main with this run on a 23.509, but he's in a group of 509s. He loses or gains half a second. He can move up 3 or drop 3 and not even blink.
3 minutes left.
So Richard works his way down the straightaway in that green, red, and white. He's followed by Brian Smith on the clock. Pick up Brian, works his way through the crosstown. He's got that orange with black hood in front of the driver's stand. Willie Thomas sitting in that 3rd spot, red and white down the straightaway through the sweeper into the infield. Ken Pepe in 4th in the blue and yellow. Steve works his way across the line in that light blue ride in 5th, followed by Eddie. Hopefully Eddie's running his customary paint job, checkerboard with blue stripes in it. Let's see, Scott out there in, let's pick up Scott in the orange and white and Harry in the green. And that is your field. Richard, Brian, Willie, Ken, Steve, Eddie, Scott, Harry.
2 minutes left.
Devroeg now only up to 7 spots to 13th on the grid. Brian up 9 spots to 14th. They're about 0.8 of a second separation on those 2 drivers. Richard trying to hold on to this top of the B main resort for tomorrow. Oh no, trouble for local Harry Miyake. Blops it off the track and takes out the spectators. Gonna have to repair the fence wall now. But your pace setter, Richard Devroeg, works his way through the U onto the straightaway. Green, red, and white into the infield. Brian Smith still in the orange with black hood, working his way into the infield through the crosstown. He's got Willie Thomas and Ken Pepe in front of him. Ken in that 4th spot, about 2 seconds in front of Willie, or behind Willie. So Willie going to come up on Uncle Kenny.
1 minute left.
And hope for a nice clean pass as he puts some laps down here. Willie trying to move up 4 spots to 13th. Ken not going any faster than his 2nd round qualifier, 22.503. But he is on a 22.503.8. He lets Willie by. Let's see. Scott works his way down the straightaway. The bubble up, working his way around the carousel, coming up on Eddie
left.
and Steve. So Richard through the sweeper into the infield, gets around Eddie, sets his sights on Steve's rear bumper with 15 to go.
Seconds left.
Let's see if Steve gives up the corner here. Got a couple corners to before he needs to worry about it. Richard gets around Steve, but taps, stays clean. Eddie up about 7/10 on Steve. They're fighting it out for 24th and 26th. Keep going, keep
Willie
going.
Thomas done.
Looks like Willie caught at the line
Ken
with
Pepe
Ken
done.
Pepe.
Brian Smith done. Scott Ooten done. Richard Devroeg done. Steve Kriete done.
That's a race. Everybody's done.
Beachamp
Richard Devroeg,
done.
23.513. Good enough for 7-spot jump, the 13th on the grid. Sitting third in the B right now.
Done.
Brian Smith up 7 spots to 16th. Willie Thomas up 4 spots to 17th.